Good damn morning, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Please continue to get your green gear for the 4th of July, America's birthday. Link in the description box. Shout out to everyone who's ordered it. It is going well. Thank you very much. Keep it going. I also posted a picture of me on the @JG Talk on Instagram and on my YouTube page under community. Speaking of YouTube community, shout out to everybody. Just hit 50 million views. That's a trip. But that's a lot of damn views, and it's all because of you guys watching again and again, sharing the video. Thank you very much. Now, I'm gonna wrap this little video up with some funny shit. So, in case you didn't know, like you didn't see this shit coming, this Juneteenth / wokeness is a fucking mess. It's like trying to hold an armful of puppies. It's a mess, and it can't be done. Because when they're woke, they can't get woke fast enough, and they can't be woke enough fast enough. They're falling over themselves to win the woke race, and it is sad. So, this is so stupid. But here we go. First of all, I think it was from Houston. I put a link in the description box. From Houston to Chicago, there was a flight. I think it's United Airlines, whatever. But it had the first. Are you guys ready? Go ahead. I'm going to give you a second to sit down. All right, you comfy? So they had the first all-black flight crew. Yay! I'm talking from the pilot on down. The pilot, the flight attendants, the gate crew, everybody was black. Now, my question is, does that make the plane fly faster? If you have an all-black flight crew, are you going to defy space and time and get somewhere faster? Is that what happens? Because when I'm flying on an airplane, that's all I care about. When am I going to get there? Are we going to get there early? How can I get there faster? So if having an all-black flight crew makes that plane travel through the air faster, sign me up. But if not, shut the fuck up. That makes no difference. What about the white people who want to be on that flight? What if there was some white flight attendant who had family or something in Chicago? They wanted to hop on this flight, do their job, and go to Chicago and see their family or friends or whatever. Nope, you got bumped because we needed to have an all-black flight crew. Guys, you know damn good and well the pandering doesn't stop there. They had a speech from the mayor. Hey, anybody in Houston watching, you think the mayor could have been doing something more productive? So they had a speech from the mayor. He came down, got behind a microphone, said a few words over this blessed flight. They even had water cannons shooting over the fucking plane. Water cannons, like this is something special. It don't mean shit. I've been on a whole bunch of flights with all white flight crews. I've never seen water cannons. The last time I saw water cannons was when my ship was coming back into port after a 6-month deployment. That was worthy of water cannons. Not an airplane, one airplane in an airport where the whole flight was the same color. Who gives a shit? Not even United Airlines gives a shit. They don't really care. This is just about being woke. This is so they don't get called the awful word racist. How stupid is that? Here's some more. So Ikea, you know that company where we all probably have some of their damn furniture in our house, they wanted to get on the woke express too. So what did they do? Well, of course, in honor of Juneteenth, which is stupid. We should only celebrate the Emancipation Proclamation when the slaves were set free. Now, people were telling me, well, Jericho, the Emancipation Proclamation was only for slaves held under Union control. Well, in the Constitution, it says that with that amendment, slaves were set free. That goes for everybody. I don't care who were the last ones to find out. One day, this celebrates the entire freeing of slaves. But Juneteenth is the latest thing. It's the latest buzzword, so they got to get on it. So what did Ikea do? Ikea down in Atlanta? This is why you shouldn't try this woke shit. It's too messy. You can never make everybody happy. Somebody's always going to call you a racist anyway. So they thought, well, what should we do for Juneteenth? I got it. We should have a Juneteenth menu. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So, what would you put on a menu that celebrates the freeing of slaves? Huh? You're going to put some slave cuisine on there? Okay. What's that going to be? You got it, guys. Fried chicken, watermelon, macaroni and cheese, and some collard greens. Yes, they did. I know you're shouting at your TV or your phone right now. No, they didn't. Yes, they did. So what happened? Of course, people got offended. How? This is what you wanted. You wanted them to celebrate Juneteenth. So this is how they thought the best way to do that was. So they put on the menu fried chicken, watermelon, collard greens, and mac and cheese. There's only 2 words you can say after that. So then, of course, they were like, uh-oh. So they sent out the email. We apologize for offending and blah, blah, blah. That's why you shouldn't touch this shit. That's why you should stay out of the woke game, because they can give you a list of things. This is what you need to do to be woke, A, B, C, and D. You can follow every instruction to the letter. You still won't get it right. Somebody's still going to get offended, and they're going to call you what? So why jump through all these hoops like a jackass when they're still going to call you racist anyway? Fucking Ikea. And you know what? How can you really get mad at them? Isn't that what slaves ate? People were like, oh, you can't have a menu without studying what the slaves ate. Look, you're the one who opened this can of stupid ass worms. So this is what you get. You expect Ikea to do some research on what exactly did the slaves dine upon during their time on the plantation. No, they're not going to do that. They're going to go by off what they see everybody else talking about. And according to these fucking Popeyes chicken commercials, that's what y'all eat. So this is what you get. You can't get mad. This is what you wanted, and you got it. So sit down in your Ikea uniform and eat that bullshit. Oh, man. So, we're not done yet. Next stop on the Stupid Express, New Zealand. So, of course, we got the Olympics coming up this summer in Tokyo. And all countries, they send a representative in different sports to represent their country at the Olympics, right? You got the best of the best, the fastest, the strongest, coming on the world stage to show why their country should be the best, to bring home the gold. Now you have women's sports and you have men's sports. Uh-oh. Not if you're from New Zealand, you don't. Because New Zealand is sending a transgender power lifter. Wait a minute. So are you going to give him, them, they, whatever that thing is, you're going to give them their gold medal now? Or are you going to go through the motions and wait until the gold medal ceremony? Because if you think there's a woman out there born a woman who is going to outlift this transgender dude, you're out of your fucking mind. Look at a picture of this fool. He don't even have a neck. So again, are you going to give him the gold medal now? Or are you going to go through the motions and have him lift and destroy all these female lifting records and make them cry? Let them step out there, see this dude, automatically know, well, I'm not getting the gold. We're playing for silver and bronze. Or you're just going to cut all that crap and just give him the gold medal now. You ever look up the men's lifting records versus the women's? On average, the woman's record, meaning the strongest woman to ever do this particular event, it's usually about half of the man's record. Usually about half. So what do you think this dude is going to do to these girls, these women, when they show up to lift? It's a wrap. You're not going to beat them. You're not even going to be close. Are you kidding me? This dude's like 6'4", 300 some pounds. Ain't a woman out there in the world that looks like that. Are you serious? But this is the woke bullshit. This is the end of women's sports. Because it's only a matter of time before all the other countries start putting transgender women out there to compete against other women. And it's not going to be close. It's going to be the destruction of women's sports. They can't compete. That's why we have two different categories. Because the women can't compete with the men when it comes to physical activity. It just ain't gonna happen. Look at the men's record for the 100-yard dash. Look at the women's. Look at the men's for powerlifting. Look at the women's. Javelin, shot put, mile, 400-meter dash, 200-meter, 1,600-meter. It doesn't matter. When it comes to physical sports and physical activity, men are stronger and faster. Sorry, but that didn't stop New Zealand. Crikey, look at the size of that pecker on that crocodile. That's so stupid. Why are you going to do that? Do you know how hard these people work to be in the Olympics? Every 4 years, they got one shot, and if they blow it, they got to wait another 4 years. So you got these women out here taping their joints, lifting, grunting, puking, sweating, crying, bleeding for nothing. Because as soon as they show up, they've already lost because you're letting a guy compete against them. That's fucked up, New Zealand. Crikey. Now, let's put an ironic cherry on top, shall we? The illustrious ruler of California, Gavin Bang Your Wife Newsom, he was recently assaulted. By who? Where? I'll tell you. He was assaulted by an aggressive homeless person in Oakland. That's right. He was headed to some barbershop to talk about small business. You know what, Gavin? You could have avoided this whole trip to Oakland had you not crushed the small business with your bullshit COVID mandates. But that's another video, I guess. But he was going down here to talk, and I guess some homeless dude approached him. They just said he was an aggressive man, aggressive gentleman. He didn't get his hands on him, but he got close. But there's the irony, Gavin. These homeless hordes that you help create, that you cultivate and nurture, of course they're going to attack you when you come down there. They're crazy. But that is so perfect that Gavin Newsom was nearly physically assaulted by a homeless person that you probably put there, you son of a bitch. Sometimes the universe makes it right. But he's doing any and everything he can to save his job. The recall election is coming up soon. What they're waiting for is, after you verify the signatures, you have to wait 30 business days and give people the chance to take their name off of the verified signature list if they change their mind or whatever. So that's what we're waiting for. It's still going to happen. Hopefully we get this piece of shit out of there and give Bruce Jenner a chance. Oh, fuck. Man, let me get the hell out of here and go hang out with my beautiful wife and kids. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe, Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Get your Jericho Green notification tone link in the description box. Utilize the PayPal link and the Teespring link to get your green gear. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.